Hello, my name is Bazza. I am a disabled comedian from Leeds, and what's wrong with me is that I'm a vegan. Ha ha, yes, we've all heard that one before, but it actually occurred to me I have never explained what my disability is. It is something called diabetic neuropathy. It is caused by having type 1 diabetes, which I've suffered with for over 30 years. Essentially, diabetic neuropathy is nerve damage that affects the pain centre of your brain. If you imagine that the part of your brain that sends pain signals when you are hurt, injured, ill, that's how you know you have a stomach ache. There's an area of your brain that goes, oh, there's something wrong in whatever area. I need to send a signal to let them know that something is wrong. That's why it hurts when you stub your toe, or you get a paper cut, or you burn yourself. It's your brain telling you something's not right. Now, if you imagine that pain centre is an office, a lovely modern one with all glass walls with beautiful views, and there's fancy monitors and screens and flashing buttons all over the place, and in diabetic neuropathy, that office is going into meltdown. Everything's flashing, everything's beeping, there's alarms going off, there's red lights everywhere, everything's on fire, the workers are on fire, they're all running around the building screaming, throwing stuff everywhere, throwing themselves out the windows, and it's constant, okay? My pain centre doesn't turn off. It just tells me my body is in pain 100% of the time. Now, I've lived with the condition for about a decade now, and it was really hard at first because you literally go to bed a physically abled person that used to play sports and walk everywhere and be really independent and no, I don't need no man, to wake up the next morning and that's all completely changed. I think after a while you get used to it and you can start to function as a normal person. You are still in pain. It never stops. It never goes away. But you have good days and bad days. And the good days, the pain level will be slightly lower than normal. And you're so used to the pain at this point that you just have to get on with it because there's no choice. If you don't shower, no one else is going to do that for you. You don't do your housework unless you can afford to pay someone to do it, which I can't. No one else is going to do that for you. You have to go do the food shopping. You have to go to the hospital for your appointments. You have to do these things regardless of the amount of fucking pain you are in. And I'm struggling a lot lately because as a diabetic, I manually have to keep myself alive every day by taking injections, okay? Without these injections, I will become incredibly sick and I will die. But these injections are constant and painful and I have to take them every day for me just to live. And I've got to the point where it's so unfair and exhausting for me to have to keep myself alive for every day, to be agony, to be exhausting, to be nauseous and dizzy, and still have to get all the shit done that you have to do. And I don't want anybody to worry because I'm not saying I want to die. It's the complete opposite. I don't want to die. I was trying to explain how exhausting it is keeping yourself alive for a life that's just pure physical pain. It's shit. It's really fucking shit. I'm not doing this for sympathy. There's always rumours floating around in the burlesque scene, the comedy scene, in the alt modelling world when I was an alt model, that I'm not really disabled. I'm lying, there's nothing wrong with me. And yeah, it may look that way when you see me running up and down on a stage and posing and whatever else. But I guarantee you, even when I have the energy to do things like that, it still fucking hurts. It really, really hurts. And I think just after a decade of living like this, I'm tired. I'm so tired. So if you have stuck with me for this long, when you're on my socials, you'll realise that I don't have any more shows booked in. I don't have anything coming up. I have stopped applying for opportunities that have come up. Not that I ever get any shows that I apply for. Comedy world is a fickle place. But I need rest. And you probably all sat and go, well, you should have been resting if you're in pain anyway. But that's the whole point. You live in pain and all you do is rest. What? How are you living? You're just surviving on the sofa in your pyjamas in yesterday's makeup because you were too exhausted to take it off before you fell into bed. So yeah, I will run up and down a stage being an idiot, and I will help organise shows, and I will set up venues, and I will put myself in absolute agony because that's what I love doing. And I will be in bed for 3+ days after that event. But don't tell me to sit at home and not go out and not do anything. I still have a right to a life, to things that I enjoy. It's just a little bit harder for me to do them. But yeah, for at least the rest of 2024, the next couple of months, I probably won't be on the scene. Like I said, this is not for sympathy or... I realised I got emotional, I got tearful. I just had to explain that, yes, I am disabled. And we are exhausted. We are fucking tired of living like this. But we have no choice. It's not easy.